Hi guys, today I just want to talk about something that I was asked about the other day, and that is, how do I practice, or how does a musician get good at practicing? Well, the first answer obviously was switch off mobile phones, switch off the internet. Find somewhere peaceful you can practice where you won't be disturbed. The second answer I gave, I didn't want to sound like a self-help guru, but the answer was very simple. Get one of these. Now this cost about £2 from Wilkinson or Wilco, which is a shop in England that sells things quite cheaply basically. But these books that I use, as you will see, are very, very useful because you have your goal lists, the days of the week and things that you plan to get done. Now, if I write something in this book, I will get it done. And that's really, really important to me. So let's say I put in 1 hour that I want to learn a piece of music, let's say, and I'll do it. At the end of that hour, I might still not be able to play the music perfectly, but I will have it down 60% to 90%. Now, I might write, I need to practice this for 1 more hour. And then I will do that extra hour and get the piece of music learnt. It might be that the next day I want to do a YouTube video. Now that's going to take a whole day because there's lots that needs to be done. It's not just making the video, that's the easy part, but it has to be edited. You have to do the sound, the audio, music notation, music guitar and tablature. You've got to cut that into the video. Then you've got to take the audio, put that into the video. Then you've got to put the video in a correct order so that it makes sense and that it's interesting for the watcher or the listener. Then you've got to promote the video. Then you've got to make a blog and a vlog on the website for the video. Then you've got to make a web page for the video. And then you have to promote it through social network sites. So that's a whole day's work. That is a lot of work making a YouTube video. Like the one I'm doing now. Probably doesn't seem it. Although this video will be a lot easier because there's no music being played. But it's a whole day's work. Now if I'm going to do that, I need to write it down, because that is quite a daunting task when you don't always feel like doing it. And when I say that, I mean, I might feel like playing the guitar, but I might not feel like doing the editing and the audio and notating endless amounts of music and tablature. So I write it in this book and I get it done. That's all that matters to me. What you'll find though, if you write your goals down, is that over a year, it will start quite slow, but after about 6 months, it will start to speed up and you'll notice whatever you're doing. And if it's musical education or learning an instrument or being a better composer or improviser, you're going to start to see yourself rise right after about 6 months. After a year, you're going to start to go up. And you'll be glad that you use one of these. Now, this sounds very anal retentive, self-help codswallop. But in terms of music, it does actually work, and it's good codswallop because you get results. And it's great when you get results in music because it's a great fulfilling feeling. So anyway, that's what I do. I use a book of goals and I stick with it. And I write them down, and if I write them down, they get done. And it's really good for the morning as well, because every morning I practice, maybe for an hour or 2 hours, and I don't do anything. I just do scales and arpeggios. Nothing else. I don't really play music necessarily, but I just practice scales, arpeggios and rhythms. Things that, essentials basically, things that you really need. And that's before even really doing music. But that's because I write it in here. And I'll write something like, get out of bed early, you lazy blah, 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 blah. Do some practice, 1 hour or 2 hours, scales and arpeggios, nothing else. And I'll look at this before I get into bed like this. And I'll be like, oh no, do I have to? But I'm like, oh, okay. Close the book, go to bed. The next day I'll get up and I'll just do it instinctively. So from about 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or 6:30 to 8 o'clock, be about an hour, 1.5 hours or 2 hours, I will solidly practice scales and arpeggios. I won't even have the curtains open. It'll be dark. I might have a candle alight and I might have a cup of tea, but that's about it. But I really practice, and it's very intensive practice. It's almost like you do 1 hour, but it's so intensive it feels like 6 hours. And one thing I notice is that every day I do that, at the end of the year, my level goes really, really high, because I can do things I couldn't do before. I've noticed it especially since we've been on lockdown, because I set these goals, and this sort of goals codswallop, as it were, gives me some advantage. You know, it really does work. Anyway, if this video is of any use to you, then please smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, click the notification button, write a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next video. And thank you for watching.